Well, you know, once you imagine an apparatus enough to draw a blueprint, a sketch, and this is kind of what it was. To test the poundage, how many pounds is it required to dislodge that armature from those pole pieces? You know, how many pounds straight down pressure pounds does it require to snap that loose, therefore producing a spark at the spark gap down there? So that's the purpose of the machine. Oh yeah. Up here in Middle Tennessee, y'all come on back and we'll light that thing up there and get us a bunch of these EKs out here and compare them up. What the project's going to be is I'm going to put these magnetos on that Jim White magnet charger, and I'm going to test them beforehand. How many pounds it requires to dislodge that pole piece. And then I'll charge them on the Jim White charger. And then I'll put them on here and I'll record that number, see the difference. And then I'll put them on the homemade, this homemade charger up here. It's quite heavy. But we'll bring this into play after we'll charge Jim White's charge on this here, simply because of the length of the coil as compared to the number of windings of copper on it. About 3 times as much. A much stronger charger. And then we'll compare it. And then we'll compare it to this Bosch. And then we'll bring it back over here and put it on this tester and see if the number's different. It'll be quite interesting. Leave a comment to what you think the difference will be. Oh yeah. I think it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. Really cool. But, oh yeah, we got bees hanging out on the front. Yeah, both hives. Still flying in. I'm gonna move them hives right there a couple of days. But in the meantime, right here's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna move them hives right back here. And then split one of them off into the hive that goes in this position right here. But what happened is, oh yeah, this big tree. I wasn't expecting that. The wind blowed it down. I had no damage to the beehives, and I done already cut that one right there down. But, boy, it was close. Man. Well, I'll admit to it that I've got a bit of learning on this spring winder here. It's a carlson-spring-coiler it's got some, it goes like that right there and down through right here and like this right here and like this. But, and I'll show you what happens. When you turn the handle, and over here, this is the short leg of this angle that comes like this and like this right here. And all of that's movable with a wing nut up there and a wing nut here to get. Like I say, I'm above my learning on this thing as to what it does, but because you can come all the way down here, like right there, you're really close to that chuck right there. When it bottoms out, that's as far as it can go. But what my question is, those are the dies that came with this thing. And I was thinking I might use this right here to wind the first spring. But even it is above my learning. Because on this side of this collar, oh, that's about 1.25 inches, but it's got a little thing sticks out, and it shows that like wire has worn pathways 2 places here and 2 places over, like it came right here and then went that way. And over here, it's flat. It's perfectly flat over here. And but there is someone at a later date has sawn a hacksaw, looks like, screwdriver slot in there for some reason, maybe to get it to turn out there. But with those being evident, leads me to not to know how it was used on here, if it was. Supposedly, like you was going to wind the spring this big, you'd put this in here. But my question is it has this thing right here. It's a little screw. I didn't get no instructions with this thing, but all 3 of those chuck jaws are drilled and tapped to this screw size. That's about that's fine thread, about an 8 or a 10. And this was a hex head countersunk Allen type screw thing, and someone has ground it off halfway gone and made something to catch something there, but I don't know how to use the thing. But that's what came with it, and then on the internet, what research I have done up to now is like this is a mandrel, and you would put this in here. I'm just saying, am I supposed to do this or something else? And once you get this, this is a 3-jaw. It's a 3-jaw chuck. You can't go past there. Oh, it has this with it for something. Oh yeah, this goes over here somehow on this mechanism here. I think it comes all the way down here to wind a longer or shorter spring. I know what this is. That's another arm like over here. This is a heavy duty. It has a roller bearing like this right here. And when I turn this handle, it's coming through this gearbox and turning this chuck here, this housing and such. And it's a rack and pinion set up in there, and it has left hand and right hand and neutral on this little gearbox here. On the other end down here, it's got 2 things coming out, a high and a low gear drive, so you're fast and slow. But anyways, it's manual. You do it like this right here, Wayne. I wasn't supposed to do that. But I done did it before, so it wasn't alarming. It's when you go past, on this side over here, well, once you go past that, the little short arm on the bottom, it overstrikes right there. So, and this is tightened up in there. So, at this point, see, if I come down here like around here, and I have my spring wire coming through here, and there's a little thing right here to catch it. So if I keep going, this table right here traverses out that way to correspond with the degree on this arm over here as to spacing, you know, how close the spring spacing is. So that's the part I don't know about this right here, how to do that. So I'm just saying, got a bit of learning on this thing. But I have need for a spring, so leave a comment down there. I'm from here in Middle Tennessee. The geographical center of something. Shop Dog Sam. Y'all leave a comment there if you want to. Now looking on this other side over here, that lower mechanism right there, that little kickback thing right down there, and that long thing right there with that movable part. Yeah, I'm not sure on that.